In this video, let's see what else we can do with SketchUp layout in order to add elements into our plans or elevations and sections. So to do this, I'm going to go into my plan, which is on the next page, and as you can see, with SketchUp, one of the things that's an issue is that you can't really see dough hashes, even if you added a 3D model of a dough, you don't see how the dough is going to open. So in layout, we can fix this really. One of the things that you would probably want to do first is to change the model to a vector drawing so that all the lines are crisp and clear. If you change it to raster, you can see there are some issues when it becomes a raster image. So you would want to change it to vector or hybrid, but vector uses less computational power, so it's better if it's just lines that you have to use vector. So once that's done, I'm gonna start drawing a dough here. I can use my rectangle tool, I guess that might be easier. So I'm gonna create a dough. Something like that. I think that's fine. And I'm going to use my arc. I'm going to use the 2-point arc. One here, 1 point there, and then just use arc. Change it a bit. I want to change, move this just a bit. And I can also bring in this dough frame to this side. There you go. Oop. Not perfect. Good enough. This probably should. Let me just change that. That's kind of annoying. So I'm gonna change it like so. I think that's fine. Alright, so like that you can start adding the doughs and windows, or rather doughs, into the plan so that you can see the doughs in a print. You begin to see the doughs. So that's one thing that you can do. The other thing is adding dimensions. So you can go to the dimension section and start adding dimensions. Now, different companies, different people, different individuals, professionals, and different companies, they have their own conventions of adding dimensions, but usually in a construction set of drawings we have 3 sets of dimensions or 3 lines of dimensions. The innermost line of dimensions are the shortest one, the smallest dimension, and the outermost line of dimension is overall dimension. So what we can do is we can go ahead and start dimensioning our drawing. A couple of things that we can do is we can do center to center dimension, we can do inner dimension. We can start adding dimensions. Here I'm gonna add dimension here, bring it out like so, and I can do the dimensions here, bring it out like that, just to there, and then I can add a dimension here, add a dimension here, and then maybe even add an overall dimension, perhaps from here to maybe here. So that's my overall dimension, like that. So like that you can start adding your dimensions. Also, if you want to change the dimension style, you can select all of these and then go to dimension style, and if you don't want these, you can change the way that it looks. So I want it actually in the middle. Oh. There we go. That's the way that I want. I can change the leader style as well if I wanted to. No leader, do that. what else can we do? Extension lines, we can change extension lines as well. So we don't need to do that. Let's just leave it as it is. Alright. So that's how you add dimensions into your drawing. Another thing that we can do is we can start adding elements from the scrapbook in layout. So let's say I want a couple of trees. I can do that by going to trees plan and then start adding my trees. So this makes it more graphically pleasing. So there are different trees that I can bring in. Maybe that's not what I want. I want this small one. There we go. And let's see, bring in this one here, and maybe that one. There we go. And I can just place them wherever I want, and even change the size of it. So I can scale it down just a bit, like so. So make it more interesting, graphically interesting, using these trees and other scrapbook elements. Another thing that we can do is we can add cars. So I'm going to go into the car section. Oops. Cars. Let's see. I want what kind of car do I want? Let's do basic stuff. I'm gonna bring in a car, put it in the garage. That looks pretty huge because that's 1/4. That's why. So I need to bring in a 1/8 car, which is this one here, because my plan is 1/8. There we go. That seems reasonable. And I need to rotate it. So let's see, how can I rotate this one? There we go. Right, perhaps I can just add 2 of these, maybe. Control-V, and can use my arrow keys to move it. So I have 2 cars. So that garage probably can fit 3 cars. Anyways, like that, you can add other elements as well if you want to. You can actually bring in stuff from outside as well. Also, there are titles that you can add. So this is the drawing title. You can change the drawing title. 1/8 of an inch is equal to 1 foot. And the drawing title. So I think I can change it here. This is going to be floor plan. And I can change these as well if I wanted to. I'm just going to leave it as it is for now, and then I can move this over here. It seems to fit. Yeah. So like that, you can start adding elements into your plans and other drawings. And in the next video, let's see how we can export these into PDF form and other formats.